Hello everybody, welcome to my new December bullet journal setup for 2019. So the first page I'm going to be doing in my bullet journal setup is the cover page. This is always my favorite page to look back on, and this month's theme that I'm doing is Gingerbread-man theme. But I also did some other doodling like candy canes, gingerbread houses, gumdrops, trees, and also like small gifts and presents. It's a lot of fun to be doing this, especially because I got to use a lot of different colors. So I used like a lighter purple, blue, I used a brown, a red, and then a green. But really for the gingerbread men, you can use any color because gingerbread men can be any color that you would like it to be. So this is like a wide range color palette for whatever you'd like it to be. So I'm about to finish my cover page for the first pages of my monthly setup, and in the background of this quote I decided to do like a big gingerbread man, and I think it really fit with all the small ones. So with the big one I got to do like a lot of fun details. Here you see me getting out my watercolor palette. I ended up wanting to do something colorful in the background of my doodles. And then I just drew like a sunset. I didn't want it to be too dark of a color. I didn't want to do a blue because it wouldn't really match with the colors I was doing. So it went with like a red, orange, and then like a little bit of a yellow in the sunset area. And then also I went a little bit to the left side of the page, a little bit behind my gingerbread man, just so it looked more cohesive and it looked like it would be blending into the next page. So many of you might not know this, but I actually have an Instagram channel, and it is called KT Journals, and there I post some of my most recent weekly spreads, some inspiration for your school notes, and then also I do polls on what I should do for my monthly setups. And if you're interested in more of that, make sure to check out my Instagram channel. I'll make sure to put the link in the description box below. And also in the description box you'll find all the materials I used, the notebooks I used, any of the cameras or equipment that I used in this video. Finally going to turn the page to our next page, which is going to be the monthly calendar, and then also another calendar-ish spread on the right hand side. So on the left hand side I decided to make rectangular boxes instead of my normal square boxes. These rectangular boxes I think are really going to be great this month, especially since last month I did a like full page calendar spread, so I took up 2 different pages to do one big calendar across both. And this month I'm going back down to a smaller calendar, but then adding more room on the right hand side for multiple things happening on the same day. Part in the video I am adding in all of the days of the month, and if you see me flipping back it's because I have a year at a glance, so I'm just looking at that calendar that's actually accurate from the beginning of my bullet journal. And this wouldn't be a classic video without me messing up somewhere. So on my monthly spreads I accidentally did 22 twice. Closer attention to where the 22 goes on to 23. You can see there's a little bit of a difference. That's because I put white gel pen behind the letter that I messed up, let it dry a little bit, and then I put the black marker back over it with the correct number on it. Now on to the next page, which is another like monthly calendar type thing. So I decided to put like an actual day-to-day calendar on the left-hand side, and then on the right-hand side, I'm going to put the numbers from 1 to 30 down the page with 2 lines in between. So if I have multiple things in one day, I don't have to write it down in those really small boxes. I can just write down on this page on the right-hand side. And I find this really helpful, especially since this month is going to be a little bit more busy than some of the other months. We are turning the page again, and the next page is going to be a Dutch door. So it's going to be like 4 pages in one. So the first page on the left hand that you see right now in pencil is the habit tracker. On the Dutch door is my brain dump, and then my gratitude, and then the full page after that is my mood tracker. Dutch door, I decided to add a little bit of pop of color, so I ended up adding like a red on the edge of the Dutch door. Especially since my Dutch door was not cut perfectly, this kind of hides it and makes it look a lot more pretty, and everything flows evenly. Did mess up in the later voiceover, and I said habit tracker. I don't usually do habit tracker as my monthly theme, my monthly spread, so I did a health tracker in a circle form. So if that confused you, that's exactly why. So if you watched my last video, which is my November setup, it was coffee themed with blue and coffee beans and lots of that kind of fun stuff. So if you watched that video, you would have known that on my mood tracker, I decided to do like a little bit of a health tracker on the coffee mugs. So what I did is I put these little circles on the coffee mugs, and I would do a corresponding like shape to match with whatever health that I had. So if I had a runny nose, I would color it a certain color. If I was feeling like really sick, I would do a different shape, and if I was feeling well, I'd do another shape. So this month I'm going off of that and doing my own health tracker on a separate page with a circle. And a brain dump is where if you are doing anything and you don't know where to put it, you don't want to make a whole spread and dedicate to that, the brain dump is exactly what that's for. And I don't usually include that either in my monthly spread, but I decided since it's Christmas and there's lots of things to be thinking about, I'm adding a brain dump to this monthly setup. So this page here that I'm making currently is my gratitude. So the point of this would be every single day I would wake up in the morning, I would come downstairs, open my bullet journal, and then just write down something I'm thankful for, especially to start off your day in a happy mood. Alright, we're on our second to last page in this bullet journal setup. So the next page that I'm making is my mood tracker. I was going to do a bunch of different, a gingerbread-man, a gingerbread house, a candy cane, and all those doodles like on mountains and then number each one of them. But then I thought, if I'm doing that, then I have to have a specific mood for each thing, because like you don't want to color a candy cane brown and you don't want to color a house, red striped. So I was gonna do that, and then I just erased all of it and went with these boxes. So if I'm happy, I'm gonna draw a gingerbread in that box, and then, depending on the mood, I'm gonna do a different shape. So if you're wanting to know how that's gonna turn out, make sure to stay tuned on my Instagram channel, KT Journals. That's in the description box below. Alright, I'm quickly gonna explain this last page of my bullet journal setup, and then the end of the video is coming up. So this one is called 2 Lines a Day. So every day I'm going to write 2 lines about that day. It's kind of just like a memory recorder for me. Like I can go back on earlier memories of my 2 lines a day and see what happened that day. If I'm having a lot of memories, I usually just dedicate a whole page to that memory. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. And in a couple more weeks, I'm going to be setting up my new 2020 bullet journal. So if you want to know more about that, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notifications bell.